This is a brilliant time of the year to establish a veggie garden. In fact, you won't get a better time. And when you're growing veggies, you generally have two options. You can plant them as seedlings or starter pots, or you can directly sow seed yourself. And there's the types of seeds that you grow. There's been a trend back to the old-fashioned varieties, what are better known as heirloom varieties. For 140 years, Yates have been supplying gardeners with the very best quality vegetable and flower seeds. And it's resulted in some amazing crops over that period of time. Right now, they've got 15 new heirloom varieties that are just being released in packet seeds. Now, this is pretty remarkable because some of them were in the very first Yates garden catalogue back in 1890. I bet you old Arthur Yates would be having a bit of a smile to himself, whatever garden he happens to be in at the moment. Growing heirlooms is a little different to regular veggies. Firstly, there's a lot of varieties that you're better to grow in peat pots, which is what I'm going to do with tomatoes and cabbages. Varieties like squash, cucumbers, beans, peas, and root veggies like radish and carrots can be sown directly into prepared soil. Now, improving the soil before you plant out is vitally important, particularly with seeds. And I use a very mild soil condition. In fact, it's a manure, it's sheep manure. And it's not very strong, but it's really good at improving the organic content in the soil, which, if you dig it into about 5 centimetres, means that you are going to have a lot better moisture consistency, which is vitally important for germinating seeds. The other thing that I prefer to do is to scatter crops into places where I have free patches of soil. A monoculture or single variety crops can be very problematic. If you do want the same plants, try different varieties from the same family, like cauliflower and broccoli or Romanesco in a patch together. Next crop, change it completely, like moving plants from the Solanum family or even root vegetables into that spot. Now, this reduces the risk of disease and deplenish soil nutrients and minerals. Now, there are some real weird and wonderful plants in this collection of seeds from Yates, some that you just don't get to see that often. The heirloom tomato mix is a mixture of different shapes and sizes and colours, and best of all, the flavours in these are absolutely incredible. And this horned cucumber. Now, if you've ever had cucumber and you've gone, wow, that's got an amazing flavour, it's probably this one. But getting your hands on the seed, it's almost impossible. Sowing into peat pots is easy. Now, you can use a peat and coarse sand seed raising mix, which you can make yourself, or you can buy a specialist seed raising mix. All you do is pop it into the peat pots, then gently water in after placing the seeds, about 2 at a time, onto the soil surface. Now, the great thing about this is within a couple of weeks, all these little seeds will have germinated, and within about 4 weeks, they'll be ready to go into the garden. Best of all, you plant them completely in the Jiffy pot. It improves the soil and gets them off to the best possible start. What I think is incredible is 140 years down the line, you can be enjoying the same vegetables, those flavoursome vegetables that your parents, your grandparents, even great-grandparents used to have on the table. And I think that's brilliant, and that's what Yates is all about.